welcome back to my channel. Today's makeup tutorial was a makeup suggestion from my very best friend Elizabeth Clement. She wanted me to do a rose gold look and I kind of did a twist on it. So I did a little bit more maroon and I also did a halo eye as well. But I am very pleased with how this came out and I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you want to see how to achieve this look, then just keep watching. I went ahead and did my eyebrows and primed my eyelids using my Tarte Shaded Concealer and setting it with my Airspun powder. So I'm just going to jump into the eyeshadow. I'm going to be taking my Makeup Geek Z palette and taking the shade Sorbet, and I'll be using that for my transition shade. Taking my Sigma E40 brush, I'm going to use that to pop Sorbet in my crease as my transition shade. I absolutely love this brush. As you can tell, I've been using it for quite some time, but yeah. And for this look, I'm going to be taking my Fortune palette by Colourpop. I've actually never even used this palette yet, so it is going to be a first impressions for me. But to start off, I'm going to be taking the shade Wiser, and I'm going to be popping that on my crease as well, right on top of that Sorbet shade, just to darken up my transition even more. Next, I'll be taking a mixture of the shades Trove and 500. They're the maroon and red colors in this palette, and I'm going to be mixing these in order to get the color that I want for my outer V, and also putting it in my inner corner as well to start forming the halo eye. To start forming a halo eye, you really want to start packing the shadow on your outer V and then also in your inner corner. And I'll also go kind of up into my crease just to connect the two, but you really want to be careful not to blow the color out too much, just because you do want this color to stay on your lid rather than blowing out into your crease. That's why you'll notice when I'm blending, I'm being very precise with it. I'm not blowing this color out because I don't want this color to go past my crease, or else it's not really much of a halo eye. You really want this color to stay on your lid rather than up into your crease. Then picking up a clean Morphe M441 brush, I'm going to be using this to blend my two transition shades with my two halo shades, just to blend them all nicely together. Then once those two shades are blended together, I'll be picking up a little bit more of that shade Wiser and blending that back into the transition shade, just because I didn't want to lose that shade in the blending. Then picking up my Sigma E40 brush again, I'm going to be using that just to blend everything together and just make sure everything's blended out seamlessly and nice. Now I'm going back with Trove and 500 and just packing more of that shade in just to make it more deeper, and then I'll go back and blend it out and do the same thing that I just previously did, but I just wanted to bring in more color into my outer V and inner corner. Next, I'll be picking up the shade Oracle. It's a really pretty rose gold shimmer shade, and that is going to be placed in the middle of my eyelid in between the red and maroon shades that I had in my outer V and inner corner. Then going back with my Morphe M433 brush, not picking up any more product, just simply using what's ever left on my brush. I'm going to use that to blend both sides of the shimmer shade in with those maroon and red shades, just so it's blended on nicely and there's no harsh line. Then taking my NYX matte liquid liner, I'm going to be doing some very simple liner, mainly just to cover my lash line, so when I do my lashes it blends in nicely and looks a little more natural, even though they're anything but natural. But yeah, very simple liner. It's kind of weird for me not to do wings, but doing a halo eye and wings, it just doesn't look good, so just simple liner for today. Next, taking my Eylure lashes. These are the lashes that I used in my last video as well. I am obviously obsessed, but I'm just going to pop these on really quick. Zooming out, now I'm going to be using my Ulta Limitless Lashes Mascara for my top lashes. Next, taking my NYX Cosmetics Stay Matte But Not Flat foundation in the shade Creamy Natural. Yes, I am very much aware that this is not my shade, but once upon a time this was my shade, and your girl's been tanning all summer, so yeah, I'm gonna look like a ghost in this video. Definitely need to go get new foundation, but it's crazy to think that this actually, once upon a time, did match my skin. And thus was the exact moment I realized I look like a ghost. Then taking my Tarte Shade Concealer in the shade Light Beige, I'm going to be using that for my under eyes and the high points of my face. Then taking my Airspun translucent powder, I use this to bake my under eyes, and I also use the Honey Beige shade to set the rest of my face in hopes that it would help my paleness. Then taking my Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit and using the shade Java, I'm going to use that to contour my cheekbones and also contour my big ol' forehead. And to do so, I'm using my Morphe M523 brush. Then taking my NYX matte bronzer in the shade Medium, I'm going to use that to bronze the outsides of my face to help this paleness. And this brush is the Morphe M527 brush. Then taking my Morphe M432 brush and picking up the shade Strike It, I'm going to use that to stamp the shade onto my lower lash line. Then picking up my Morphe M432 brush with no extra product, just whatever's left on it, I'm going to use that to blend the shade out. And lastly, picking up my Morphe M441 brush and a little bit of the shade Wiser, I'm going to use that to blend everything out. Next, taking my Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit in That Glow, I'm going to be using the shade Sunburst and putting that in my inner corner. Then taking my NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in this shade Black Bean, I'm going to be using that for my lower lash line. Then going back with my Ulta Limitless Lashes Mascara, I'm going to use that for my lower lashes. Next, I'll be spraying my face with the NYX Matte Finish Spray and then highlighting with Bubbly and Dripping in Gold. And the brush I'm using to highlight is the Morphe M501 brush. And to finally complete this look, I'll be applying Colourpop's Matte Liquid Lipstick in the shade Bad Habit. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and I will catch y'all in my next video. Bye!